The lawyer's voice was careful, too careful. He said my name like it was a fragile object, something that might crack if handled without gloves. I was standing in the kitchen of our cabin when the call came, the one she insisted we call our refuge. Pine walls, quiet, a place built to survive winters. Your wife's will has been finalized, he said. There's an allocation you should be aware of. I watched dust drift through the morning light. A coffee cup sat untouched in my hand. She was upstairs, shower running, humming the same melody she always did when she thought everything was normal. He read the clause slowly. The cabin, left to someone else, a man I didn't recognize. A stranger's name where mine should have been. For a moment my mind tried to reject it, like a body rejecting a transplant. I asked him to repeat it. He did. Same name, same certainty. I thanked him, hung up. The house felt smaller after that, like it was already slipping away from me. Upstairs, the water shut off. I didn't move. I just stood there listening to my own breathing, realizing that betrayal doesn't always arrive screaming. Sometimes it arrives notarized. I didn't confront her. That surprised me too. Instead, I watched. She came down wrapped in a towel, kissed my cheek, asked if I wanted eggs. Her eyes lingered on me a second longer than usual, as if checking for damage. I gave her nothing. Neutral face, calm posture. Years of discipline paying dividends. The will didn't accuse her outright, but it suggested intent. You don't leave property to a stranger by accident. You don't erase a husband from the future unless you've already erased him from the present. I replayed moments I'd dismissed before. Her sudden insistence on privacy. The way she took calls outside. The way the cabin became important. But only when I wasn't there. At night she slept peacefully. I didn't. I lay beside her, staring into the dark, realizing how quiet deception can be when it feels entitled to your trust. I told myself there might be an explanation. I told myself a lot of things. None of them felt true. By the third day, I stopped asking why. I started asking how long. I didn't hack phones or hire a private investigator. I did something simpler. I paid attention. Names slip when people relax. Patterns emerge when they think they're safe. I watched her texts from across the room reflected in the window. I memorized schedules. I noticed the days she was working late, lined up perfectly with weekends she insisted I visit my brother alone. Then I checked public records. The name from the will wasn't random. It was tied to a business she'd quietly invested in. One I'd never heard of. One registered 2 years after we bought the cabin. 2 years. I traced addresses. Found a mailbox. Then a lease. Then a man. Mid-40s, divorced, clean digital footprint. Careful. Like someone who knew how to hide. I didn't feel anger yet. I felt something colder. Precision. Every piece clicked into place with mechanical clarity. She hadn't just betrayed me emotionally. She'd been planning a future where I was already gone. I kept smiling, kept cooking dinner, kept playing the part. Inside, I was assembling a timeline, and she had no idea the clock had stopped for her. The confirmation came in an envelope. Thick, official. I opened it alone. The documents didn't speculate. They stated transfers, dates, beneficiaries, intent. The cabin wasn't sentimental to her. It was strategic. A place to retreat. A place I helped pay for. A place she gave away like a souvenir. That night I asked her one question. Do you believe people can love 2 lives at once? She froze. Just for half a second. Then she laughed. Too loud. Too fast. Why would you ask that? I placed the will on the table. Didn't slide it toward her. Didn't push it. Just let it exist between us. Her face collapsed in stages. Confusion, recognition, fear. She tried to speak. I raised a hand. No, I said. I'm just confirming something I already know. For the first time in years, she looked small, and I felt nothing. I didn't yell. I didn't demand explanations. I told her I was leaving. That confused her more than anger ever could. She asked about the cabin. I told her I wouldn't contest it. That broke something in her. "You're just walking away?" she asked. "Yes," she cried then. Real tears, messy, uncontrolled. She wanted forgiveness. I gave her clarity. "I won't compete with a man you already chose," I said. "And I won't live in a marriage that planned my absence." She reached for me. I stepped back. That was the moment she understood. Not that she'd lost me, but that she'd miscalculated me. I packed one bag, left the keys on the counter, and walked out of a marriage that had already written me out of its future. I didn't look back. Months later, I heard the business failed. The man vanished. The cabin sold under pressure. None of it moved me. I didn't win. I didn't lose. I exited. There's a power in leaving before you're discarded, in choosing absence over humiliation. She wanted a future without me. I gave her a present without my forgiveness, and that was enough. The truth didn't free me. It sharpened me. I no longer live where betrayal confined me.